Dear friends, 10th December is observed as the Human Rights Day. The theme this time is dignity, freedom and justice for all. So much in line with the vision of Ati, that of celebrating all hues and colors of gender expression in nurturing environments of an inclusive society. Today, I have with me Dr. Bela Sharma, who will be telling us a little bit about what she thinks about the theme.
Thank you. Let me talk about dignity. What I think dignity means, especially in terms of healthcare facilities, and especially from the perspective of a gender non-conforming person. When I walk into a healthcare facility, I want to be accorded the dignity and respect that is my due as a human being. So, gender affirmative care is the basic right of every human being, and that is what I also want. I want to be looked at as a person at a healthcare facility and by the healthcare providers, be it a hospital, a clinic, or even at home. So, dignity in all spheres of society, especially at healthcare facilities, is very, very important for me.
So nicely put, Dr. Bela. And isn't it true that any person who walks in looking for care, this is the first thing that one looks at?
Absolutely true. Absolutely true. And once we stop looking beyond the gender expression, the sexual orientation, or even sexual development, at core, ultimately, we are all human beings and we all need to be treated that way. Why only gender expression? Even for age, race, caste, creed. But as of now, we are talking about gender affirmation, and we have already established that gender affirmative care is the first step of any kind of care. So while we talk about dignity, yes, I want to be treated with dignity, and I want to be treated with the same dignity that you would want to be treated as. So yes, it is my basic right, and today this is what I want.
Very, very nicely put. And I think this is a basic right that each and every individual who steps into a healthcare facility should have. Dignity. Dignity to be given the right kind of treatment. Dignity to be looked at uh, as a human being.
Absolutely.
And dignity of believing the narrative that is being presented to the healthcare provider. Yes, dignity really becomes so important, and no wonder this is part of the theme that is being spoken of today.
Yeah, unless I am treated with dignity at a healthcare facility, I would hesitate to go there. And if the healthcare provider I am going to, who's going to be my first contact, does not believe what I am saying, treats me with disdain, treats me as someone who is not sure of what I want, I would not like to be treated by that person. I need that empathy, I need that dignity.
And that is one thing which prevents me to express my true self.
Absolutely.
That freedom for expression, which is another basic right that each and every human being has.
Absolutely.
And how do we propose to, allow this freedom of expression to happen in a healthcare facility?
You already come to the second part, freedom. So let's hear your views. What do you think freedom means?
So freedom for me would be that I do not need to put up a facade when I'm entering into a conversation with a healthcare provider. I have the freedom to wear what I would love to wear, to speak the way I would love to speak, and be assured that my piece is going to be heard. And for that, the healthcare provider needs to make me comfortable. Because if the facility is not gender friendly or does not appear to be gender friendly, then my freedom gets impinged on.
Absolutely, absolutely. And here I think I would just like to interject. Every healthcare facility should ask the individual about the pronoun they would like to use and the name they would like to use, in spite of what the name says on their, say, identity card or whatever identity paper they are using. And
Yes, and such a beautiful thing
yeah,
and such a small thing which hardly costs any money
absolutely.
and makes one comfortable.
Freedom to present yourself the way you want to, and freedom to be addressed to the way I want to be.
There's another freedom that I desire as a individual who walks in. The freedom that is given to anybody else who is not diverse. The freedom that they get to get the best quality of care.
Absolutely.
And I think that freedom should be given to me too.
And when a gender diverse person walks into a healthcare facility, they should have the freedom to choose the healthcare provider they want to go to.
Wow, that is another freedom that
Yes.
is very much required. And it comes, another thing that comes to my mind flowing from this right to choose is also the right that I am shown the right people. I am given the right advice.
Absolutely, absolutely. And once we have the freedom to choose, then only I think we can talk about justice for all.
Yes, so much so. And see, justice is a word which is so important. So important because justice, where I tells me that I am going to be looked after. Justice tells me that there are policies in place which will ensure that I am not denied, that my rights are not impinged upon, and that if at all there is a breach, then there would be a system in place which would make it right. And this is what I look at when I say justice. And I think very rightly they say justice for all
Absolutely.
will only come if the healthcare provider, if the institute, and if the governments, they all come together and start looking at the human being who is walking into a healthcare facility.
Absolutely. So I think as we say that this is where everything starts, because human being, the beginning of human being starts from here. And once we have that human being who is looked at as a human being and not as a boy or a girl or something in between, we can truly say yes, there is justice for all, there is freedom, and there is dignity for everybody.
So, can we invite our audience to take a pledge with us today to provide gender affirmative care
Absolutely.
so that we have truly human rights which are respected, and human rights which are respected in sync with the theme that is given to us of dignity, freedom, and justice,
For all.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Jai Hind.
Jai Hind.